Hello students, good morning to all. Today's class we are going to discuss about some of the problems based on linkage and recombination. So let us start. So here earlier we discussed what is linkage. So whatever the tendency of the genes are presented on one chromosome and those genes are tightly linked and both genes are reaches to the same gametes. Loosely linked, so crossing over is takes place, the genes are reaches to the separate gametes. Okay, so here there are three ways of arrangement of genes on a chromosome. For example, three genes here you should consider: A, gene B, gene C. Three genes are presented on same chromosome, one chromosome. So how the arrangement is? The arrangement is in first case A, B, C, like this one arrangement. And what is another arrangement? A, B, middle C, right? And third arrangement C, A, B. First C, last B, in the middle A. So there is three types of the arrangement the genes are located. You understood or not? Just go through this concept. It's based on this there is some of the problems we will do today's class. Okay, so there are three ways of arrangement of genes on a chromosome: A, B, C. And second scenario, A, last B, in the middle C, as like this, and C, A, B. C first, A, B last, and middle A. Here you should remember the distance between genes are same. A and B, B and C same, A and C, C and B same, C and A and B same. Okay, only the genes are changed here. Okay, three types of the arrangement. There are three ways of arrangement of genes on a chromosomes. Now let us consider the distance between the genes loci. What is loci? Where the genes are located on the chromosome, that is called as locus. The location of the genes are called locus, right? So let us now let us consider the distance between the gene loci. Okay, in correct arrangement, the sum of distance between first and second gene loci and second and third gene loci must be same as the distance between first and third gene loci. You understood or not? In the correct arrangement, the sum of distance between first and second gene loci and second and third gene loci must be same as the distance between first and third gene loci. Let us take first scenario. The distance between A and B, let us consider 10 map units. The distance between B and C, 10 map units, for example. So what is the distance between A and C? 10 plus 10, 20, right? That only given. The distance between first two genes and the second and third gene is equal to the distance between first and third gene. 10 plus 10, A plus B is equal to 10 and B plus C is equal to 10. And what is AC value? The value is 20. You got it or not, right? Okay, as like this scenario and this scenario, that only given here. In the correct arrangement of the sum distance between first and second gene loci and second and third gene loci must be same as the distance between the first and third gene loci. Okay, AB plus BC is equal to AC. Here AC plus CB is equal to AB, and third case CA plus AB is equal to CB. Okay, right. Suppose A, B, C are the three genes of linkage group that is located in one end of the same chromosome. Suppose A, B, C are the three genes of a linkage group that is located in one end of the same chromosome. The value of crossing over is say 10% between A and B, 10% B and C, and 20% between B and C. Right here, There is A, B, C. There is 3 genes are presented, linkage groups are presented in same chromosome. So these are the linked genes. The value of crossing over is 10% between A and B. Between A and B, the crossing over 10%. The crossing over 10% means what? 1% recombination is equal to 1 map unit. 1% crossing over is equal to 1 map unit. So 10% crossing over or 10% recombination means how much map units? 10 map units. The distance between A and B, 10% crossing over means 10 map units. As like that, the distance between B and C, how much? 10% given. So 10% recombination means 10 map units. Okay. So the distance between A and C, how much? AB plus BC is equal to AC. So the AC is equal to 20%. 20% means what? 20% crossing over, 20% recombination, 20 map units or 20 centimorgans. You got it or not? Right. It is to assume that the distance between A and B is 10 map units, B and C is another 10 map units, between A and C is 20 map units. A and B is equal to 10 and B and C is equal to 10, and the distance between A and C is equal to 20 map units. Up to this clear? Okay, once again I am revising here. There are 3 ways of arrangement of genes on a chromosome. You should understood this topic, then only you can understood the next whatever the problems we will do now, right? There are 3 ways of arrangement of genes on a chromosome, right? A, B, C, and another A, C, B, and third arrangement is C, A, B. Any of arrangement, genes are arranged like this, right? There is 3 genes. Now distance is same. Whatever you can observe here, the distance is same, but the genes only changed. Okay, now let us consider the distance between the genes loci, right? What is locus? Where the genes are located on the chromosome, that is called as locus. In the correct arrangement, the sum of distance between first and second gene loci and second and third gene loci must be same as the distance between first and third gene loci. Suppose third scenario, take it. In the third scenario, what happens? The distance between C and A and the distance between A and B is equal to the distance between C and B, right? CA plus AB is equal to CB. Okay. Suppose A, B, C are the 3 genes of a linkage group that is located in one end of the same chromosome, right? Okay. The value of crossing over is say 10% between A and B, and 10% between B and C, and 20% between A and C. So 10% between A and B and 10% between B and C, and what is the distance between A and C? 20%. So what percent? Here percent means recombination or crossing over. 1% recombination and 1% crossing over is equal to 1 map unit or 1 centimorgan. Clear? Right, that only given here. It is to assume the distance between A and B is equal to 10 map units, B and C is equal to 10 map units, between A and C is equal to 20 map units, right? Okay, so let us do the problem here. Okay,